Play here.
Yo, listen. Pump it in your system. Pump it in your system. Everybody will get it poppin'. We gon' keep it rockin'.
Power 95, where music lives. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies Room. Come see you compliments. Renwick Thompson and Company Limited. Agents for Western Union.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Call out the maroons, oh God, sing this one, something for the job and them. Tell me go down my day, tell me go down my day, she let the old man and she go down to the young one. Tell me go down my day, tell me go down my day, she let the old man and she go down to the young one. People just can't understand how she leave the house and she gone. She let the old one and she go down to the young one. People just don't really know how she leave the house and she gone. She let the old one and she go down to the young one. She stuck all the old man honey after he give clothes and money. She said the young one have stamina that who could watch it. She don't want stay in no jail. She don't want to show no pill. That's why she want one that's young and vibrant and who could work well. Yeah, she want one to work well while like she under a spell. No, she don't care what nobody say. This time will tell. She want to be better off. In the motion she does cough. She leave you for a better man. So all you lost, tell me go down my day, tell me go down my day. She let the old man and she go down to the young one. Tell me go down by day, tell me go down by day. She let the old man and she go down to the young one. People just can't understand how she leave the house and she gone. She let the old man and she go down to the young one. People just don't really know how she leave the house and she gone. She let the old man and she go down to the young one. Delma leave house and paper. She don't care about Baker. All she cares about the young man and his behavior. You talk, she will answer later. Don't care who play spectator. She say she have one life to live and she ain't cater. She say when the night it come and she ready to have fun. She say she want it nice and tall. She don't want it down. The old man just plain young, but he can put it down. When she ready to have she fun, no give a land. Delma go down by day, Delma go down by day. She let the old man and she go down to the young one. Delma go down by day, Delma go down by day. She let the old man and she go down to the young one. People just can't understand how she leave the house and she gone. She let the old one and she go down to the young one. People just don't really know how she leave the house and she gone. She let the old one and she go down to the young one. Capital, call out the maroons. Call out the maroons. Sing this one. Delma, why you living man, Delma? Why you live and go, Delma? Why you living man, Delma? Maroon sing with me, Delma. Why you live and go, Delma? Why you living man, Delma? Why you pack and gun, Delma? Why you oh God, why you living man?
I say I like this place alive.
She let the old man and she go down to the young one. Delma go down by day.
I say I like this rock. But it's a massive Benjamin. Bury me in the ashes. They have no other breed like us. We're just different, I swear. You realize we take nothing serious on this rock. Like, I think that is what contributes to us, not having such a high crime rate like other places. Yeah, we have our little issues here and there, but I think that's what really contributes to us being able to not surpass the hundreds and thousands of murders you see happening in other islands. Our ability, our sense of humor, we take anything. Something could be a matter of life and death, and there must be one to find something in it to laugh about. We must find some humor in everything, and I think that is what makes us unique as a people. We laugh about everything, something so serious. Oh boy. What have you got in your bad self? You get through. This one has the sort of authentic back in the day, you know how we play Juve, right? Like you would practice for Juve. You don't just get up like now and you jump in Tongue or you jump in Sortes or you jump in St. David or Grenville or Guave and it's Juve. Back in the day, we had something called jab practice. So like, let's say 29th June, thereabouts, that was like the sort of cue to start practicing. I remember as a little girl, a whole titiban of us from Granborough down to Grenville. And the police will just stay there to make sure, we not, giving any trouble. But for the most part, you put on your old clothes, down Grenville hot and sweaty, and you're chanting. And there's a band leader. Somebody you chants and then you repeat what they say. That is what we called real authentic jab back in the day. There was no DJ playing for us. Nothing but bottle, drum, horn, shell, all the instruments that you played on the road. There was no DJ, man. You ain't going downtown behind no DJ Juve morning. No. We were the DJ. Jab man, the jab captain chant, and you answer. Listen, for the young ones who've never experienced it, what you calling Juve now? Why you mean even bothering with Juve? Me doesn't fight up to come in Juve because it's like Monday Night Mass. The only difference, you put on your colors, your top, your oil, or whatever, your charcoal. That's the only difference. But apart from that, it's almost the same as going on the road in your fancy costume or Monday Night Mass. Why y'all be calling Jab now and Juve? Please. Since 5 o'clock, we in Grenville. 4 o'clock, Dimanche Gras. You waited to hear the result, and that was the cue. Grenville. Old clothes outside waiting to put on. All by the road, and you didn't see no 1-1, 2-2 jab. You gathered at a certain point, and the whole jab from different villages made your way into Grenville, and you either did your thing alone or you joined other bands, and rung the tongue we go. Ma, it's all you're making now. The whole set of all you, especially in tongue, stand up by Tropicana. You all stand up on Port Highway. You all stand up by Bounce Point. Across by the Coronage. Stand up, you see bar, you see 1 or 2 jab. You have to wait sun hot to see 2 jab coming across. Mawet. That's what we calling jab now. Jab back in the day was the real black authentic jab from 5 o'clock cock crow during Grenville. Sun and reaching in tongue in Juve in sunlight, sun rising on you. Park to Lafayette. Listen. I'll enjoy whatever all you have now, but I do not regret my time at all. Because like I said, Ma, it's all you're making now. Y'all ain't having fun now? Nothing so. Crony, good morning. Morning, Marianne. Morning, Betty Ann. Morning, Linda. Shauna, good morning. Good morning, Ingrid. Jay Laborde, good morning. Sonia, we're up and running. Marcus, good morning. Judy Ann, good morning. Rita, good morning. How y'all keeps? Hope everybody's doing fine. And you're about ready to embrace this beautiful day. Where's my song? Hold on. Yeah. And y'all are ready to embrace this beautiful day. Good morning, Terrence. Morning, Stacy. Aisha, good morning. Good morning, Ambika. Ambika, they know about them things. Morning, Jackie. Morning, Jackie. Remind me to hit you up after I come off. I need to check in with you on something. Good morning, Hermelin. Morning, Ellen and Stacy and JJ, Roxanne. My friend alone. Good morning, Ansky. I'm not gonna know my day. Oh boy. Morning, Janelle. How are you, sis? Morning, Val. Swagger boy Samuel. Hey. Back in the day, man. Still enjoy yourself. Morning, Alan. Thank you so much, Betty Ann. Those were the good old days. Hermelin, good morning. Shermine, good morning. Queen Bee, good morning. Those were the good old days. Wouldn't trade it for anything under the sun. It's amazing. Morning, Sheena. Sheena, you know what I used to be scared of? I used to be scared of the short knee. Believe it or not. The short knee and the Veco, that's what I was afraid of. because you can't see their face. At least the jab, you see in their eyes. And the only time I was afraid of the jab when they had the snake, the serpent, and no, that was when I was afraid of them. As long as they didn't have anything, then I'm good. But I don't like those scrawny thingies. So I never used to be afraid of jab. I feared the short knee. And that bell around the foot and the Veco and that, up to this day I can't take it on at all. Morning, Rosalind. Jennifer, good morning, Val. Maureen, welcome to the show. And Debbie said, what a looking young boy, Ola's Road. You see, you're disrespectful, you this, Debbie. That's why you must let me sleep. And stop letting all this dew fall on me, because, dew contribute to wrinkles and your skin drying out. So when I say I ain't going nowhere, I want to sleep. Yeah. Let me preserve my youth. Thank you very much. I want to be everywhere and a set of dew fall. No. That is the problem. Too much dew falling on y'all. 20s, 30s, and y'all be hitting 40s before those who look like 40. Keep telling y'all moderation. Eat well. Stop eating junk every single day. Cook. Use your green seasoning. Throw away them bottle thing and them. Yeah? Cook. Drink coconut water. Drink water. Incorporate a little exercise into your day. A little walk, a little something. Minding people's business is not exercise. You need to start doing that. And most importantly, rest. Rest does the body good, just like milk. And stop drinking all this alcohol and smoking all this other weed and cigarette. Y'all making yourselves drying out your skin. Y'all don't realize that what alcohol does then? It makes your skin super dry. You're dehydrated. So that is the problem. Drink more water, rest more. And that's what works. Yep. I thank you. Moving on. Morning, Leanne. Morning to my listeners on radio. Shout out to the folks on YouTube and listening online. Hookson says, I'm taking all your advice when it comes to staying fit. Trust me, you need to do that. You need to do that. It's a hard. Listen, just smelling alcohol alone and it giving me a headache. Just imagine that rough 100%. I think to sap me and y'all be drinking that every single day of the week. No, we gotta do better. Seriously. We seriously have to do better. It's like ridiculous the amount of people, young people you see having ill health. And that is because you don't take care of yourselves, and on top of that, a lot of you don't get checked out. You don't get your regular checkup. Some of them don't even know the last day or to go by a doctor. So unless you don't feel a pain that some herb or some drink some bush or drink some hot tea and it ain't pass, water more than flour, you'll go to get checked out. And by that time, it's too late. Make it a habit. The same way you take care and you put on the Brazilian and the Peruvian and all of that you take care of outside, you have to take care of the inside. You can't be just making sure everything okay outside. You're decked out to the nines. And you don't know if you're coming or you're going inside. You could just be a walking dead and you don't even know because y'all don't get checked out. Instead of going every day, it wouldn't work. Take a time out. Okay? Take time for yourself. Alrighty, so we have a situation we have a situation here that is, at this point in time, I'm ready to throw in the white flag. I'm honestly ready to throw in the white flag because you're getting very plucky with it. The level of the audacity in this one, it's the audacity for me that people want to be wrong and strong in situations like this. I wouldn't even fix my finger to even write something like that. But hey, different strokes for different folks. Because the lady says she and the man been together for 3 years. They have a 1-year-old together. Yes, Elvana, not just go and sit down in gym and take pictures and videos and post up. No. Actually work out. She says they have invested. I don't know how that. Listen to this story. So the lady said that she's been dating this man for 3 years. They have a 1-year-old together. They have invested in a house together. And they want to live their lives as man and wife, but there's a big problem. The man has a wife of 13 years who refuses to grant him a divorce. And though he has asked many times, this is the audacity. She also went and got pregnant, even though she's too old, and their last child is just 2 months younger than mine. Because of her and this baby, a son, he had shortened his time with me. He said he has always wanted a son, but had only daughters before. He's over the moon about his son. I have reached out to the wife on numerous occasions, including telling her about our daughter, and including telling her about our daughter, and all she did was laugh. She hinted once that he had legs, and if he wanted to leave, no one was stopping him. I feel like I am caught up in some game, and in the meantime, it's my child who will suffer, as she won't have the benefit of paternal grandparents, another family, nor will she be able to have a relationship with her siblings. How can I convince this woman to just leave us alone so we can be together? How do you deal with a situation like that? But I like the wife. The wife laugh, yes? Because the wife know what she know. That's why she laugh. She'd making no long talk with you about she husband. Because miss, probably what you don't know, when the man laying leg in leg with his wife, he's promising never to leave. And no matter his infidelities or no matter the issues, he's always going to come home. So you, on the other hand, he's been feeding you with nonsense for the past 3 years, and having you there with the promise of a divorce. They've been together for 13 years. Do you think that if they were to split, that would have happened a long time ago? Don't you think? He said the wife refused to grant him a divorce. Did the wife tell you that? Because based on what the wife said, she says he has legs, and if he wanted to leave, no one was stopping him. That is your answer right there. From what you shared, it's apparent that your partner is still living with his wife and has been intimate with her while dating you. That child was not miraculously conceived. Yeah? And I understand that you want to have a family of your own, and you'd like your daughter's dad to play the role of a present father to her and her available partner, to you. However, based on what you've shared, it honestly does not seem like this is his plan. I remind you, and a lot of times have to remind others, to use as much head as heart when looking to start a family. Think. Forget about what the heart wants. Pay attention. Does this make sense? His wife is absolutely correct. I'm sure he could leave if he really wanted to. There's nobody stopping him. He's a grown man. Same way he stepped out and fathered another child. I'm sure that could happen. So before committing yourself to anyone, you must see the signs that he's emotionally, physically, and often financially available to you. This should be absolutely clear, especially before you make any life-changing decision, like having a child or buying a house. The shame is his, but the error here is yours, you know? You can still pursue a healthy and happy life for yourself and your daughter, but it just does not seem possible with this gentleman. And you're just, literally making yourself a fool. That is why the wife is laughing, because she knows her husband is not going anywhere. So, all I can say to you, my dear, we all make mistakes, No man is perfect. And sometimes we hear what we want to hear. But be confident that you can be happy, and don't allow this possible disappointment to deter you from happiness. Believe the best things for yourself and your daughter, despite the probability of a new reality. It would be prudent to consider booking a session with somebody, a therapist or something, to get over this, because either you stay and jam like Bobot, but you have to at some point come to the realization that he's not about to leave his wife and the new baby that you claim she's too old to have. You know who give you that right, but to say that. But anyways, it obviously means they are intimate. So that should tell you something, that he's been lying to you all along. Because if he's asking her for divorce, that means things have broken down. There's no connection. There's no relationship, really. So the man is having the best of both worlds. So you probably need to realign your values, No one can tell his wife to leave him alone, especially if he's not leaving her alone. The wife can't tell him that. Be prudent. And maybe you need to speak to him, give him an ultimatum with a time limit. Let him determine what he wants to do. But stick to the time and terms you lay out. If he doesn't agree to your terms, then move on, for your sake and your child's. Determine that your relationship with him cannot be romantic again. He should have access to your daughter. Let him play the role. Let him be your father. But where you're concerned, you need to cut that. Cut that romantic access to you. And last but not least, leave the lady alone. Do not contact her about your relationship with him. She's obviously still committed to him, and he to her, despite what has happened. Her having another child was her prerogative, and it seems to be making them happy. He has cheated both of you. You by probably misleading you, and her by breaking the vows. So I pray you find some sort of strength and tenacity to build a happy life for yourself and your daughter. But this isn't it. It's not it. As much as you want it to be it, it's not. Because he's not about to bounce anytime soon. He's just not about to leave anytime soon. They've been together 13 years, you 3, and fathered 2 children in that space of time. Come on. What's Zavan saying there? That's not what you're saying about. I need the same advice. A man, I don't want to leave my woman alone. So go and talk to the man. Come to go to him as a man. Go to him as a man and tell him you leave your woman alone. No, where you going? Where's my song? Hold on. Hold on. I can't find me. Yeah. Let me hear what some of you're saying here.
Oh God, I didn't want to do that, man. I pull up that tune one more time.
When you circle what I done with them all along and I move on to the man, I say you come in and give the man advice, the woman advice. So wait, the woman wants a wife to leave her husband so she can get the man. The wife clearly knows the husband not going anywhere. Well, we all can see that except the person in the situation. For some reason, she does not seem to get it that homeboy isn't about to leave the situation anytime soon. He basically had his cake and eat it too, and he's having the last laugh. It's funny to him. Best of both worlds. And the wife forgive him. They were living happily, knowing, even though the wife knows of his, other life, the other things that he's doing, they're still sleeping together. And there are some situations where, and I'm not in any way, throwing dirt or shade on the wife or anything. But there are several situations where wives find themselves in the same situation. And you would think they would up and leave as well, because it's not healthy for either one of them. But a lot of the times they're of the mindset that, hey, they really do live up to the better or worse. Even though they're being embarrassed, even though it's toxic, I'm not leaving my husband for nobody. Or I ain't leaving my husband for anybody to benefit. Or I ain't leaving my husband for so-and-so to get, or for so-and-so to, me and my husband work hard to build this, build that. I ain't leaving. So you rather live knowing your husband is flinging himself all over the community than say, you know what, for my peace of mind, my sanity, my health, let me get out of this picture. Let me leave homeboy to do what he wants to do. Minus myself, and I wish you all the best. A lot of the times it's just because of sometimes pride and I ain't leaving my husband for you. But your husband already left you for somebody else. But you're there and not wanting to leave for somebody else. But he's doing the very same thing that you don't want to do. Sometimes I just wish we could love ourselves a little bit more, a little bit harder. Be a little bit more assertive, a bit more self-assured. Work on our self-esteem. It will do so much for us, and there's a lot of things we would not accept if we were to just build ourselves more, and forget and stop worrying about what they will say, he will say, she will say. And at the end of the day, once you're happy, once you're at peace, there's no dollar sign, no value whatsoever you can place on peace of mind. Because you have a situation that she's aware of what's going on, and every time that man steps out, you're probably wondering, is he going to her? When he comes back, is he? It's not a competition. Sometimes we have to take ourselves out of that competition. Sometimes you have to say, you know what, let me leave this table that no longer serves me, that I no longer benefit from. Let me get up and let me leave this table. Instead of sitting there and making ourselves and have pie thrown in our face time after time. And you see it several times. Men who are openly, doing things, and sometimes when you see them out with their other half, the lawful half, you be like, wow. You can't help but feel a sense of pity, wondering what it feels like to be standing next to this person who is openly, embarrassing you all over the country. Like, you're aware of the many women, etc. But if people, if they like it, I love it. You can't force people to not see that, hey, you're worth more, that you should do better, you could be better. You can't force it. Tristel, we do so much stupid things in the name of love. We're building and investing with some demons and not knowing until we're in the hot water. Says Sajik bold for contacting the wife. You got a lot of nerve. What advice you want? Just let the man support his child and you go your way. 13 years. You think he will leave his wife? Wise up. He's telling her what she wants to hear. And she's not paying heed to that. She obviously don't think that maybe this man is just playing. Choose peace, y'all. Sometimes you have to walk away for the sake of peace, for the sake of your own mental health. It is worth it. It'll be hard at first. It's hard at first, but over time it gets easier, and then you look back and you're like, why didn't I do this earlier? Why didn't I do this way before? You know? And you can move on to have the life that you so desire. I don't know why we always think hard love is the way to go. Why can't we normalize a soft love, a soft life, you know, be easy? And once it starts getting hard to the point of things that you can't deal with, because there's no, I mean, yes, you're looking for a soft way of life, but, you know, you're going to have little ups and downs here and there, but nothing that rocks your boat to the point where you're flustered and stressed and, you know, little argument here and there, but you sort it out and you move on. But not constantly every day having to stress about a person, what they're doing, who they're doing, and it might sound easier said than done, but like I said, in the grand scheme of things, later on, when you actually make your way out and you look back, you actually ask yourself why. Like, why did I stay so long? Why didn't I do this before? But I guess there's a time and place for everything under the sun. When it's your time to move, you move. But don't wait until, you know, they say water more than flower. Sometimes you have to make a bold step, make a brave step, you know, do what's right for you. Alan says enough times it's an investment, time, money. She's staying to avoid starting over. Some just don't care. He's bringing home the bacon. He wants to go. She doesn't. They have things together. No one wants to let go. Aruna, some love it the hard way. That's true. And a lot of times that's the glue that holds everything together. That we have investments together, or we built a home together, or I help pay the mortgage, or I help finance this, that, or the other. I contributed to, so it's hard to break away. But I always say, you can always get things. These are just things. You can start over anyway, anytime. A natural disaster could pass and you lose everything. What then? Don't you still have to get up and start over, as many have done in previous years when we've been faced with natural disasters? These are just material stuff. Oh, you invested in a house? It might take longer, but is your peace of mind worth it though? To be in a home with somebody you don't love, you don't care about, you're no longer attracted to sexually, physically, whateverly, but you're just there for the sake of material things that we got together, we invested on. Time is time. You lose time, you gain time, you make more time. Is it worth it? Is it seriously worth living your life, the rest of your life, unhappy? Just because of things? I don't know. But at the end of the day, this lady, it's not gonna happen. Alright, so I suggest you bounce. Let the man do what he has to do where his child is concerned. Play the father role. The wife is aware that he has fathered another child. Let him take his responsibility seriously, do what he has to do, maintain his wife, his child, and cut all romantic ties or strings to that person. And sort it yourself. And work on yourself and being a good mother to your daughter and creating a good life for her with good examples. You know? You don't have to settle. Marcus says be like Bob the Builder. Exactly, rebuild your life. Too many times we live in fear. Take a chance. What's on the other side could be better than what you know over here. Take a chance. Sometimes that's all it takes. Well, like the wife, she ain't going down so at all, Papa. I'm thinking she that like, no, you make child, I make your child too. Wife saying the man, nobody and holding the man leg. Yes, if he had to go, he could go. So that should tell you the man didn't want to go no way. Lady not holding on to the man, contrary to what he made you believe, that she's the one blocking any divorce. The lady isn't holding the man hand or his foot. He's free to leave anytime he so desires. And the fact that he's still there ought to tell you everything you need to know. All right, so sort it yourself and keep pushing. Anywho's, I think that's enough of my TED Talk today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, for another show. And don't forget, guys, getting ready to head to the Aficionados rooftop in True Blue for Trapped in the 90s. That's happening tomorrow night. Power DJs will be there. Special set by DJ Danny Jefferson, of course. Special performance, 90s performance. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So, Arkan, come in. Have a good Tuesday, everybody. Thank you so much for powering up. And thank you so much, Western Union, for taking us through this segment today. Thanks, everyone on WhatsApp, those of you on Facebook, those of you on YouTube, on radio, and online. Thank you so much. Yeah? Wow. Now that one, she can't leave me home for that one. But for the rest, yeah.